Hello everyone, in this video I promise to show you how to Dockerize a React application for the frontend and use Firewall for the backend. Okay, so I need to setting up domain names, security certificates with the help of Traefik, which will function in this topic is as a reverse proxy. So quick reminder, the main function of reverse proxy is to act as an intermediary between the clients and the servers. So I need to improve in system performance, security and scalability. Especially for this case, Traefik, I don't know, will handle SSL connections for the clients and decrypt them before sending to the server. That's the function in this project for the Traefik. However, in my last video I mentioned it that this will be a summarized version in English. If you want a complete explanation, please refer to my previous video in Spanish. So let's get started. So for this I prepared an instance on Azure, specifically under virtual machines, this, and which adds the following the public IP. This public IP is very important because they need to point to the domain, the name record. So for this I need to copy and go to your domain that you buy in my case I buy this domain in GoDaddy. So for example my domain is estebanpro.online, so it's only for the tests. Okay, so as indicate here and here, we choose the type of the record we want. In this case I choose the letter A in two cases, and it's because being an IP version 4 address, if you remember if you have you have basic knowledge about the IP, the record for IP version 4 is the letter 8. So okay, for this I need to put my IP here and here. If you see, it's the same public IP, and that's it. But okay, but on the other hand, you need to open a terminal using your preferred application. In my case I'll use MOBA extern. So for me it's highly recommended because have a lot of new technologies. It's very intuitive, here the first step is enter your IP address, and you need to put the session settings. In this case I use SSH for the connect. In the remote host, I need to enter the IP address in this field. You can specify your username. It's if you want, but if you don't want, you can specify your username. In my case I specify my server. The name of the server is Esteban, and you need to put here advanced SSH settings, and for this session you need to use a private key. This private key you can download in the virtual machine. When you create a virtual machine, have this key, and you download the key, and you need to put in security folder. I don't know, because it's very important if you don't have a lot of problems for security. So put here. This is my private key, and need to log into our computer. So final step is put OK, and it's everything okay. You see this message and you can put accept, and yeah, you enter on the server. So here we are briefly install Docker and Docker Compose, the DevOps tools we'll be using for in this case. So it's very simple. So you can put sudo apt install docker.ao and you can put enter. In this case it's installed, and the other command that you need to install is Docker Compose. So put this dash white and Docker Compose, and you see is these all two tools is installed yet. It's to install, and it's because for example I create a bash for this. I don't remember that I create a bash for the virtual machine, and in the bash I put these two commands for install before to create a virtual machine. So that's why I installed these two tools. Okay, in this case I need to use I need to use one image. That images download the image from my repository. That the repository is the Dockerhub. You see this, and I need to download this image for. Okay, this is my repository. If you see, I have a lot of repositories here. Okay, but in this case I use this. This is my image, and you need to put this command in the CLI for download. If you see tag name, you need to put the latest or 1.00. In these two cases, working in this and this. So if you prefer this, choose 1.00. Okay, so you need to put here and paste, and only you need to change this part. Push. I know I don't push my image for the repository in Dockerhub. I need to pull request for this image and the tag name. I need to put latest. Okay, and permission. I forgot. I need permission, so always you need to put sudo. If you see, it's very. In my case, I don't like to put again and again sudo commands. So, okay, I'm waiting for the download this image, but I need to fix this, because it's. I don't like when you need to put again and again sudo, because I forgot this command. So for this I need to put sudo user mode dash a capital letter G and put the group. In this case the group is Docker, and the username, my username is Esteban, and that's it. You need to reset the session. So for this I need to log out and log in again. So I need to, you can close this. If you put docker ps, if you see you don't use the command sudo after the docker. So for me, I like to work if you don't put sudo. So you can check if the image downloads Docker images with the command Docker image. So here it's my official image that I created in the previous video. So I use them for this video. So this image was created using a Dockerfile, as I mentioned before. For a quick explanation, go to my GitHub. You can go, for example, here, GitHub, and you can check the repository in my GitHub. The code, all the code is here, and I am so sorry for the sounds, for the noise in my home. Have a lot of dogs, so excuse me about that. I hope in the future I change this, but right now I can't do anything, so excuse me for the noise. Okay, so continue with this. So here I have a lot of my code. You need only to go to clone this repository. So I need to copy this URL and go to your server and put the command git clone and paste and enter. But in my case I won't do this, but I briefly explained the Dockerfile part. So for this I need to create a Dockerfile quickly. So I need to put sudo bin Dockerfile and put enter. You need to insert. Okay, so for this it's crucial to contact the developer to identify the technology used in this application. Okay, so we'll start by using the base image. So the base image in this case is from node 18 dash dot 13 dash alpine. Okay, this is my base image for Dockerize this project. Alpine is used to reduce the image's weight, so it's very important to see if you don't have a big image. So Alpine is the best weight that you can use. So that's why I use Alpine here. Next, we set up a working directory. For this, I need to put work dir work directory /app. Okay, and we copy all the dependency file into the containers. Okay, in the last words you need to copy the package JSON inside of the container. Okay, so for this I need to put the command copy package.json inside of the container. That's very simple. Okay, and you need to install all dependency with the command run npm install. Okay, and copy again all the code inside of my container, and you need to put dot and dot, two dots, and finally you need to build your project. So for this you need to put the command run, okay, in capital letters, npm run build. It's for the building your project. Okay, so in the last step you need to put npm run dev inside cmd commands. Okay, so cmd command, and remember you need to open brackets, okay, and put npm run front dev. Okay, that's all, and close the bracket, and that's all. It's basically basic image, basic Dockerfile. If you prefer to build another Dockerfile, you can put a maintainer. You need to comment all the lines that you have in your Dockerfile. But in this case, I don't have more time for this. I don't have so many time for this. Excuse me. So I need to save it. Okay. And that's all. If you see, unless the only thing that I have right now is the Dockerfile, but in this case I don't use. It's only for show you briefly the Dockerfile. So I can remove this with the command sudo remove and put the name to Dockerfile. Okay, and yep, it's deleted. Okay. Ensure everything is okay, correct, and simple use the docker build -t command followed by the name and version, and finish it with a period. That's all I need to know for build these images that I have here. Okay, once we have the image built, we need to install some Apache utilities that will allow us to generate a username and password to access the Traefik, the reverse proxy. So for this I need to install sudo apt installed dash apache 2 dash utils. These utilities is very important. So install all this and after installation you can use the command. Okay, you need to sudo http pause is only 2 wd dash nb and with the username and password. So in my case, my username is Esteban and my password is admin123. Yeah, I know it's very simple. It's not very. I don't have any security, but it's only for this video. If you have it in real life, in the real projects, you don't use this. Basically, this not protect this password. So put this, and right now I need to copy this. Okay, copy, and in my case I put in here and copy because I need for before in another step this. So when I finish this and copy it, generate to a text file, and right now I need to create a configuration file with a term extension. So for this I use the text editor vim for this, sudo vim and Traefik.term. Okay, so here I have a folder prepared. Okay, let me see. I have a folder prepared with all the necessary here. Configuration, as I mentioned in the previous video, everything is explained step by step in the video in Spanish. So here I'll simple copy and paste like all times. Okay, when all the things, it's very easy. So for this here, well, I don't like this, so I need to put in the Visual Studio Code. I think it's more efficient that copy in the text editor. So for this, okay, I don't need the environment folder. I need to Traefik this. I need to copy only this. Okay, I need to copy this and put I'm sorry, and put the paste and put OK. And if you see, I have here it's okay. This is my email for certificates. In this case, I use the certificates Let's Encrypt, and if all the storage, all the files put here in this file, so I need to create this file later, and here I need to create a network. So I think it's all okay here. So I need to save. Okay. Okay, before anything else, I should have created a Docker network. So for this, I need to put Docker network create web, and yeah, and verify that network is created. So for this, I need to put Docker network and list, and here have the new network that I create right now. So it's all okay. Proceed to the next step. So the next step is create a Traefik dynamic tom configuration file again. So copy and paste and verify that everything is correct. So I need to put sudo vim Traefik dynamic dot extension tom. I think it's all okay. Traefik, yeah, and insert, and I think this have here. This is the configuration. So I need to only copy and paste. Okay, and if you see here, I needed this document, this part, so I need to copy this, and I need to delete this. Okay, and only copy and paste, sorry. And I think it's all okay. Let me see the host. The monitor, it's the I don't remember. I have here this registry. I have only two registries here right now: the monitor and the Angular. Angular is for the application, and monitor is for the traffic, for the reverse proxy. So Esteban Pro is okay. This is okay. I need to save it, this, and I need to create a file. I need to create an empty file with the touch command, and put the I need to put read and write permission for the users. So for this, I need to create touch. The empty file is, the name is acme.json for the configuration. Okay, let me check. Yeah, here, yeah, I need to change the permissions. So for this, okay, sorry, I need to put sudo change mode 600 for the file, for this file. Okay, acme.json, and I think it's all. Let me check if it's all working. So for this, and you can put ls or wl and put the name of the folder, and you see I have only permissions for the reading and writing for this document, only for the user. This is for the groups, and this is for the others. Okay, so it's okay. Finally, I need to create the Docker Compose file that will allow us to start the SSL certificate container. So for this, I need to create sudo vim Traefik -docker -compose.yaml. I think, yeah, Traefik, Docker, Compose, YAML, yeah, okay, it's okay. So go here and you need to search this document, and I only need to copy this. Okay, in this case, I only copy and paste. It's because in my previous video, I show you step by step how to create these documents. So right now I don't do this. So only need to paste. Okay, I need to check it's all okay. Let me see the version, the network that I created is web. Yeah, that web I need to put in external. And the service that I use here is the Traefik. The image is Traefik, and the version and the ports that I use is 80 and 4043. Yeah, so it's okay. And the volumes, yeah, here I have only one part of the volumes. Okay, so in the volumes, if you have a acknowledgement about Docker, you have three volumes: the anonymous volumes, the bin mount volumes, and the name volumes. I don't remember the last volume, but I think it's the name when you put in the name and declare it here. But in this case, I only use the bin mount volumes, so all is okay. I need to save it this. Yep. And I forgot one important thing. So okay, it's create Docker Compose for the application. So for this I need to put sudo vim docker -compose.yaml, and let me search here. Yeah, here I think. Okay, no, it's not. This is for the test for I use for the WordPress. So in this case I don't use this. I think it's here. Let me see, it's okay. All is okay. Yeah. Copy and only paste and put okay. Let me check version 3. Okay, this version needs to same the previous Docker Compose. You see the version is 3, so in here the version the same is 3. So the service, it's Angular. You can change this. Angular, it's not necessary, but if you change this part, you need to change here in the labels. So yeah, I see one problem here, and I need to delete. I need to delete here. Let me see, I don't like this. So here, WordPress, I don't use WordPress, I use Angular. This registry is Angular, it's not WordPress, so I need to change this. Here I need to put Angular, and yep, I think it's all okay. The Traefik port, for default port for the Traefik, it's 80, so it's okay. This is my repository that I show you into Dockerhub, so it's okay. The version, yeah, it's all okay. So again, copy, and I need to delete this. So for delete, I need to only, yep, and I insert the new content, paste, okay. Don't paste, and so again, yeah, let me see the Angular, yeah, all it's okay. Okay, so I need to check the list. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 documents. So let me check. This is not important. It's only for the WordPress, for the database. This is important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's okay. I need to 5 files. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's okay. So now let's cross our fingers and hope everything is working correctly. So for this, I only need to up my container. So for this I need to put sudo. No, I don't need sudo. Only put docker compose. If you need to reference another file that the name it's not exactly docker compose, you need to put -f and put the name of the file that you need to up. So in this case it's Traefik docker compose.yaml. You need to put up -d. If you don't like to see all the logs that have when you create this container, you need to put this -d because you work in the background. So I don't like, in my case I don't like it, so I need to put this. If you see right now I created the Traefik. If you see I don't have any problem. Okay, I hope that I don't have any problem. If you put docker ps, you see it's up the container, but this is only the container for the certificates. So now I need to create another docker compose for the application. So in this case the docker compose for that application. Let me see, I don't remember if I changed the port of this application, because the port of default application listen is 3000. So I don't, yeah, I have the port 3000 and 3000, so it's okay. Yeah. So for this I need to put docker compose up, you know, -d if you prefer. Compose up, yeah. And yeah, I think everything is okay, I hope. Yeah, about 1 minute created, command 8080 3000, and I think it's okay. So for this, oh my goodness, I almost forgot to mention created a firewall rule. So for this I need to go to my cloud. In my case it's Azure, and put the setting. In the settings I need to put network settings and create one port firewall rule. So for this I need to put here create port rule and port for inbound. Outbound it's only for the internet, so you don't need to change anything. They only need to change the firewall rule, it's inbound. So this is okay. The port range is 44 all, it's okay. Destination any custom, I need to change this. The port is not 8080, the port is 3000. Okay, and the protocol you can put TCP, but I prefer to put any. So action you can allow or deny, and the priority it's this ID number. The first number I think I remember it's 100, yeah, and you can put that. And it's everything is it's okay. You I hope that it's very it's okay. So you need to put okay here and put the domain name, that in this case is Angular Esteban Pro only, and work. Okay, so everything's okay, it's working in a good way. If you see this, the connection is secure. For you can view the certificate that for the company of the organization it's Let's Encrypt. So I have a security connection, and I think that's all. Okay, well, this is my application that I managed to create after a lot of effort. So here we can see the different options. I don't present in detail. For example, the coffee, the pizzas, the cakes, the hamburgers, you know. And I have this part for if you add one or two for the for this, you can show you your details, your hamburgers. You can delete, and yeah, I think it's working. So okay, I have another part that it's for the backend, but I don't work right now for this. I don't have so many time to work this, but if you see, it's for the login. And yeah, and finally, this is my last project. You can check, but this part is for the backend. So if you create accounts, don't redirect or my application, so it's not working right now. So you need to delete this, and this is my application. I try to implement new changes, such as adding an API for orders to be sent to our restaurant's WhatsApp. So which I'll do when I have more time, when I told you in the 3 minutes ago. So for now, this is all I can share from my knowledge. There is a long road ahead, so and I have to maintain to perseverance, because okay, I am so persistent in my ways. So I need to do my goal to move forward on my own and prove to myself that I can achieve all my objectives. So in the future, I need to do this. So thank you very much for watching the video. I was a bit nervous, but I think everything it's okay. And yeah, I know if my English it's not too good. I don't have a good pronunciation. I don't have a lot of words in my mind. So for me, it's very complicated to explain this part of the application in English. In Spanish, it's very complicated for me explain. But imagine that you can speak in English this, okay? So I hope that excuse me if I have a lot of problems in the English. Yeah, but I try to be better every single day. I try to learn new words. I try to learn new ideas. I try to read an articles in English. I try to speak in English with the persons, because that help me in the future that I can speak fluently English. That is my goal. One goal that I have. I have a lot of goals in my life, and when I finish this, I hope in another video I explain a good way the English. So thank you so much, and yeah, I think it's all, and bye bye.